This episode of Musical Hell is brought to you by Midnight Musicals. Welcome to the podcast Musical Underground. And by Cafe Himbo Cookbooks, celebrating his 10th anniversary. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diva from Musical Hell, and I know the score.
Pablo Picasso famously said that every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up. On the surface, this is a commentary on the values of creativity, play, and fearless expression, which come naturally to children but become harder as we mature. But I also think it's an observation that pursuing art as an adult career is a difficult path. Everyone who creates art does so because they enjoy it, but also because they want to share that art with others, and the latter can be a punishing process. Fierce competition, hard training, institutional systems that are exacting when they're not outright abusive, ephemeral success, and crushing disappointment all take their toll on even the most dedicated of talents. The tension between the dream and the reality is very real, and it's explored very thoughtfully in the Japanese franchise Revue Starlight. Like a lot of Japanese IPs, this one covers a wide range of media, including manga, stage productions, film, and video games, but we're going to be focusing on the 12-episode anime series, which originally aired in 2018. This series focuses on 9 students at the Seisho Music Academy, an elite all-girls performing arts school with a rigorous curriculum. But the real trials take place after hours on a mysterious underground stage, where the students play out their dramas and compete for the right to become a top star in elaborate performances overseen by a talking giraffe. Look, I don't know a whole lot of anime, but even I know that's not even in the top 10 weirdest things to happen in the genre. But before we discuss the characters, their dynamics, and the music, we should take a moment to talk about the series' primary inspiration, the Takarazuka Revue. In 1914, Hankyu Railway's president Ichizo Kobayashi was seeking a way to draw tourists to Takarazuka, a hot springs destination on one of his train routes. At the time, musical extravaganzas, the forerunner to what we now know as musical theater, were a popular form of entertainment in Japan, so Kobayashi conceived a musical revue company with a twist. In an inversion of the kabuki tradition of all-male casts, the troupe would be comprised entirely of women. The Takarazuka Revue was instantly successful, but exploded in popularity in the post-war era, with elaborate productions based on a variety of European and Asian sources, from musicals and Shakespeare to manga and Chinese opera. Today, Takarazuka consists of 5 companies and enjoys a large, devoted, and overwhelmingly female fan base. The fascinating thing about Takarazuka Revue is how it occupies a sort of liminal space between traditionalism and progressivism. The very concept of the company challenges gender binary. Actresses play male roles, and one of the revue's most popular inspirations is the gender-bending manga The Rose of Versailles. The melodramatic, romantic stories are designed with a female audience in mind, and while those romances are invariably heterosexual, the fact that they are acted out by women creates undeniable sapphic undertones. Yet, at its roots, Takarazuka is a very traditionalist institution. Kobayashi envisioned his cast members ultimately stepping into their socially designated roles as wives and mothers. The music school which trains the company's actresses is notoriously strict and has been described on the level of a military academy. It's a curious mix of the passion and joy that art inspires and the brutal reality that underlays it, a theme which runs through the heart of Revue Starlight. The overarching plot thread of the series concerns Karen Aijo and her childhood friend Hikari Kagura, who saw a production of the show Starlight as kids and vowed to become stars together. When Hikari transfers to the Seisho Academy after studying in London, Karen believes their dream to finally be within reach. But like many childhood dreams, this is easier said than done. Success depends not only on talent, but on hard work, relentless ambition, and the amorphous star quality the series calls shine. Competition both in the academy and the underground theater is so fierce that there isn't room at the top for two girls, and the price of failure in the latter is hinted to be severe. The risk, discouragement, and agony will be all too familiar to anyone who has pursued an artistic path. Excelling in the performing arts also involves confronting a lot of internal demons. This is a regular theme of the series' songs, which are performed mostly during the review auditions. One of my favorites is the review of Jealousy, where Karen is confronted by her clingy roommate Mahiru. The jazzy number brings a darkly comic tone to Mahiru's possessiveness. Another high point is Recreate, a tense electronic piece where Hikari learns to overcome despair and regain her passion. The underscore of the series is quite charming as well, with light, quirky motifs mixed with more lyrical phrases that reflect an increasing focus on the deeper themes of loss, disappointment, and fear.
It was supposed to be the first stage that I would be sharing with you.
At 12 episodes, Revue Starlight is pretty easy to binge through, though it's a little tricky to find on streaming. Right now it's only available on High Dive. But it's worth checking out if you love backstage drama, elaborate musical numbers, and stories focusing on friendship, and possibly more than that, among a variety of female characters. I'm Diva, I know the score, and now, so do you.
I understand.